Hello, Deepika Pasham. I'm from South First. Today we have with us RS Praveen Kumar, who has served over 26 years of his life in Indian Police Service. However, he has decided to give a voluntary retirement as he wanted to serve the marginalized sector of the society. And he was announced by Bahujan Samaj Party National President Mayawati as the Chief Minister face of Telangana. Hi sir. Welcome.
Hello, how are you?
Good sir, how are you?
Good.
So, as the buzz is going around, the bill passed, Women Reservation Bill. So, what is your take on Women Reservation Bill and the internal reservation to it?
I think this is a very welcoming step. I think this long pending need of the half of Indian population, half of the world, and it is many ways more progressive than many of the Western nations and many of the so-called mature democracies. I think we must appreciate the government of India for taking it up for discussion. But my only worry is it should not end up as a tokenist gesture from government of India just to garner votes of women. Why am I saying this? Because in 2010, also 2010 and 11, UPA government also came up with a women reservation bill, and it just petered out. And in the same parliament, people opposed this for various reasons. And after that, again, nobody started talking. And then BJP, although it had a good majority in its first term, and the second term, I don't know what stopped them taking it up in the very first 2014 itself. However, as it is said, better late than never. It is a very welcoming step. But I also, like our national president Bahanji Mayawati ji demanded, I demand for internal quota, within the quota. If you see the number of representatives from women, and that too from OBCs and scheduled castes and scheduled tribes, their numbers are very, very less, highly disproportionate to their populations. And if you take Telangana legislature, for example, Telangana Legislative Assembly, there are only 3 women legislators in general category. There are about 88 seats. Out of 88, there are only 3 women legislators, and all these 3 women are from Reddy community. Reddy community is considered to be a dominant agrarian community, which is in general category. So, Savita Indra Reddy, Padma Devendra Reddy and Sunita Mahendra Reddy. So, then what happened to OBC women who are supposed to be 50% of Telangana population? So, that is where my worry is cropping up. So, our demand is within this 33% quota, there must be a provision for OBC women. There must be provision for SC women and ST women as well. So otherwise, only upper caste women, I have nothing against them, but this is the reality. Upper caste women will occupy all the chairs, and then their husbands will rule from behind, and it will end up as a tokenist gesture only. So that is my worry. So that's why I demand quota within quota.
Okay. So, what are the chances of BSP party in the upcoming elections, in the upcoming Telangana elections?
They are very bright. I am very happy. That's what I tell you. I have never been happy than today. So, because for the first time, Telangana people understood what's going on in their communities, how much prosperity has been robbed from the so-called dominant upper caste feudal landlords from them, and how these upper caste feudal landlords have occupied the positions of power for the last 75 years and giving peanuts to these people. And these people ended up as only the people who ferry the people from colonies and juggis and joblis to their meetings, and the people who carry their flags, and people shout the slogans, and then people become their proxies in case of any fights, and then people who land in jails, and people who land as beneficiaries, but never the partners in the prosperity. The prosperity is in the hands of 1%, and the poverty is in the hands of 99%. This is a huge fight between haves and have-nots. And then Bahujan Samaj Party takes the side of have-nots but not the haves, and then whose percentage is just 1 and have-nots are 99%. So we take the side of 99%. So Bahujan Samaj Party is really going to do very well in upcoming assembly elections and parliament elections as well.
So are you considering any alliance with other political parties?
As of now, no. But if there are any like-minded parties who come forward and then who accept our agenda or who find a common ground between our agenda and their agenda, if at all they have an agenda, so definitely we are open for alliances with such parties who accept the terms and conditions of Bahujan Samaj Party.
Okay. So going back to your constituency, the one you have selected, the Sirpur constituency, why did you choose this constituency?
A very good question. Thanks for asking me this question. Sirpur constituency has not been liberated yet. Sirpur constituency is still in the clutches of feudal Andhra imperialist landlords. So they have come to this place 50 years ago. They have looted this Sirpur Kagasnagar constituency. They have looted the jungle, the forest wealth, and then transported it to, smuggled it to, I would say smuggled, it's not transported, smuggled it to Andhra Pradesh, and then all the contracts even today are given, even after 10 years of formation of Telangana, all the contracts are given to Andhra feudal landlords but not Telangana people, and Telangana people are living in abject poverty, and all the people who raised questions which are uncomfortable to the ruling class there are put in jails, and then they have been sent to jail under UPA. So Unlawful Activities Prevention Act, which is supposed to be an act to prevent terrorist acts in this land, and same UPA has been applied on the people who asked uncomfortable questions to the ruling class there. So the ruling class is just 30 families who migrated from Andhra Pradesh and started looting, and then the subjects over there are 3 lakhs. So that's what troubles me. And people of that region, they have called me, they have requested me to be their torch bearer in this fight against those feudal classes. So our fight will be to liberate Sirpur Kagasnagar region from the clutches of Andhra feudal landlords and annex it with Telangana.
Okay. So how many women will be having the seats in the BSP, of how many you will be contesting?
We will try to give quite a good number of seats to women. So the leadership among women won't develop overnight. When I say women, I am not doing any tokenist thing. I mean real power to women. So we have been grooming a lot of leaders to become a lot of women to become leaders, and I think this time it will be more than 10, not less than 10, I would say, not less than 10, and in the days to come it will be definitely more than 30%, 40%, because our party is one party which gives true power to women in all levels. So we are going to increase the representation.
Okay.
Our national president herself is a woman, so you can understand. So we work for her. So and we are working under her leadership. So but definitely our party will give huge space to women to lead the people.
So talking about the transition, how has been the transition from bureaucracy to now political for you?
It has been very smooth. I'm surprised at the pace of transition and the quality of transition. So people have welcomed me with open hands and then open hearts. And when the day I joined the Bahujan Samaj Party, the party of my choice, the party which I love, and the ideology which inspires me every day. So when I joined this party, 2 lakh people came voluntarily to bless me on that occasion. So that you can imagine how much people love this gesture from me. So I'm really happy and I'm enjoying. I think I can say that I'm happier than ever. So by working in this party, and then I have been able to visit about 2,200 villages so far. And I have traveled for about 40,000 kilometers in Telangana, and then met about lakhs of people. So what can be a better and exciting experience than this? So I'm just happy.
So
absolutely happy.
As you're telling that you have traveled and you've been on ground. So how do you see the impact of KCR's welfare schemes and also the recent Congress 6th guarantee? So what is the impact on voters?
Unfortunately, both the schemes, whether it is Congress 6 guarantees or KCR's welfare schemes, they don't give independence to people. They don't help people to stand on their own legs. They make the people, majority people who are 99%, perpetually dependent on the benevolence of 1% rulers. This is the plot. This is the conspiracy. Has been, on the people of India, and more particularly southern India, more particularly Telangana. So, who demanded 50% exemption or 50% of free ticket, or who demanded ticketless travel in RTC buses? I want to know. Did anyone come onto the streets and then demanded the government? Or who demanded that their gas cylinder price has to be reduced to 500? So I think people are demanding for health, people are demanding for education, people are demanding for quality education, people are demanding jobs, and people are demanding self-respect. People are demanding for land redistribution. You have in this state of Telangana, you have more than 30 lakh people who are landless. Then when will you give land to those people? And then you have more than 30, 40 lakh people. And similarly, you have more people, like 30 to 40 lakh people who are homeless. Then why don't you construct homes for them? Why don't you give jobs to the jobless people? Why don't you give a quality education? Instead of saying all those things, but you are pumping all money to the things which are not demanded by people. So my point is, the rulers here, both Congress and BRS, they want people to be perpetually in power. You see the great nations, you see the developed nations, nowhere you find a free transport in developed nation. You have to pay. But your ability to pay will be taken care of. Do you see the difference?
Mm-hmm.
You are made able, like they build your capacities in such a way that you pay for your own cinema ticket, you pay for your water, you pay for your travel, you pay for your education. Or they may help, they may give a gap funding for you, but they will primarily ensure that the person who has 2 legs and 2 hands and 2 eyes and 2 ears, so all these the persons who are alive, all these people are made able. They build their capacities such that they live their lives on their own. But that's not happening here. You are made to be a perpetually dependent person on the rulers. So this is just a vote bank politics. So I support good education, quality education for all, whether it is ultra rich or ultra poor. Good quality free education, because education is a free community resource. A good quality free health. People should not depend on corporate hospitals for the tertiary operations, so to save their lives, and people should be able to live for 100 years. So I vote for, or I propose, or we promise that we give free health, we promise that we give free and quality education, and we ensure that every person who is able to walk, talk, will be able to do his or her job on her own. So that is what we are trying to do. And then we ensure that there is no corruption in the government, there is no corruption in the corporate sector. We ensure that redistribution of opportunities and redistribution of resources like land and water. So as of now, it is not happening because the rulers have a hidden agenda.
Okay.
So that's why I am not really enthused or excited by the promises made by Congress party, neither the BRS. BRS has been looting, and then where is the prosperity? Prosperity is in the hands of KCR and his family. And where is the poverty? Poverty is in the hands of 3 crore 90 lakh people of Telangana.
Okay. So what are the promises of BSP party to the
Very
people
good
of
question.
Telangana?
Very, very good question. First thing is, we are going to give an asset to every family. The poorest of the poor people will get at least 1 acre of land. 1972 itself, the then government has come up with Land Ceiling Act. In other words, any person who has land cannot hold more than 22 acres of wetland and then 52 acres of dry land. So anything more than that is an excess, and that must be redistributed to the poor people. And that has never taken place, very sadly, whether it is urban land ceiling or rural land ceiling. So, but Bahujan Samaj Party is all for land reforms. We will ensure that land is redistributed, land is given to poorest of the poor people in this state of Telangana. This number 2 is, we are going to give all pattas to assigned lands which are already distributed. We are not going to snatch the basic needs of livelihood from people, and we are going to provide homes to homeless people at record time, like probably within 1 or 2 years we are going to homes and homeless people, and we want to take it as a movement, like Bhudan movement. You know Bhudan movement? Like Acharya Vinoba Bhave started Bhudan movement. Like that, we wanted to take, we wanted to address this problem of homelessness like a Bhudan movement. We want to, bring corporates, we want to bring NGOs, we want to bring the government, we want to, we want to take loans, do whatever, beg, borrow and steal, but ensure that all homeless get the home. Then we want to create at least 10 lakh jobs in 5 years, and 50% of the jobs must go to the women, and we want to ensure that one international school to every mandal, and similarly we want to start 66 Sainik schools in all the districts, and we want to create 12,000 coaching centers in all the villages, air conditioned, first class, free coaching centers to all the boys and girls, so that they can prepare themselves for the job market and then give the coaching. When I say coaching center, it involves counseling, it involves career orientation, gap filling. Then it will also involve hand holding and all the necessary paraphernalia we are going to provide. And we are going to make opportunity to employment as a fundamental right. Okay. So every person who is born in the soil of Telangana, who is eligible, so will definitely have his right exercise. Opportunity to employment. After skilling, your getting employment is your opportunity, and then we are going to create working women hostels, and we are going to make coding as a 5th language. Coding and artificial intelligence, particularly the coding as 5th language for all people who are born in Telangana. Okay. So, and then we are going to ban all the belt shops. You know what is belt shop? Belt shop is a place where liquor is sold like pan, liquor is sold like cigarette, okay. So without any license. So all those unlicensed belt shops are going to be abolished in Telangana. It costs a bomb in exchequer, but we are not really worried about that, because liquor is a poison at the end of the day. So we don't want to entertain, we don't want to encourage that. On the other hand, if you see the rulers who introduced a radical new liquor policy from 8,000 crores in 2014, now the liquor is in 40,000 crores. The revenue from liquor to this state of Telangana is 40,000 crores. It started in 8,000 crores in 2014. Today it has grown multiple folds. And who is drinking liquor? Poorest of the poor people. What is happening to their bodies? Nobody knows. There 33% of the people are dying because of excessive liquor consumption. Who are they? Not everybody has access to Johnny Walker. Not everybody has access to Royal Salute. Not everybody has access to Blue Label. So people link, the Gudumba, people link cheap liquor. The 90 ml is a huge popular name for KCR's liquor, and but people are dying just like that, and then nobody wants to talk about that silent genocide in Telangana. So that's why I'm against liquor personally. So we want to ban all this. We want to restrict access to liquor. It costs the exchequer very heavy, but it doesn't matter. Nothing more important than the health of people of Telangana.
Okay, so it's all about castes with the Women Reservation Bill. So what is the impact of this castes in polls, and how do you like to intend to change this dominant influence in polls, the caste influence?
I am particularly not in favor of playing caste only to garner votes, but caste is a reality. And there are certain castes which have been given a raw deal in the last 75 or 100 years. And this problem, before you abolish caste, like Dr. B.R. Ambedkar said, so before you abolish caste, I think we must ensure that all castes get equal justice, equal opportunity. So we are going to gather all the castes which have been given a raw deal in the last 100 years and bring them to one platform. That platform is Bahujan Samaj Party. Manishri Kanshiram started this party. So these castes will be given a voice through a platform, and then we ensure that all that we have lost in the last 100 years will get back with honor. And that's our strategy.
Okay. So my last question maybe.
Yeah, please go.
There are allegations, alleged allegations that you were here for, yes, for Bahujan Samaj Party, but what is the work you have been doing, and through our platform, what is your message to these allegations on social media?
What are those allegations?
That you are here for the Bahujans, but what will you do for them? Are you also standing up for reservation bill and women who are being unemployed, or the tribal women in the sectors of the society? So these are the questions, and these are the alleged questions or allegations. So how do you like to?
No, I think those allegations are baseless. The very fact that I have chosen Bahujan Samaj Party speaks volumes about my commitment to these sections. So had I not had this commitment, probably I would have joined Congress Party or Bharatiya Janata Party or BRS. So because they are the parties which exploit these poorer sections, including women, I chose to join Bahujan Samaj Party. I'm very happy about my decision. So I think this party is the only party that can deliver justice to all those people who have been marginalized, not scheduled castes and not just scheduled castes and scheduled tribes, but the poor backward classes, religious minorities, the women and the poor among upper castes and the students, then Amalis and the laborers and then industrial workers. You name the person who is exploited, and then there we are there. So Bahujan Samaj Party is all for these sections, I think. And nobody should have any doubt about our commitment, my commitment. And I left my job at after 26 years of service, and then I had still another approximately 7 years of service left. But why would I join a party, why didn't I join a party, which has been ruling the country for the last 50, 60 years? But why did I join a party which stood always by the side of poorest of the poor people? So that speaks volumes about my commitment. Had money making been my, by my sole goal, probably I would have joined the parties like BRS and then BJP, but I didn't do that.
So do we expect our national president Mayawati to be here?
Of course, yes. She was here. She was here on May 7th, and then
for the next
elections. Definitely, she is going to be there, and then.
And when do we expect the list to be out?
Most probably in the last week of October. In the last week of this month or first week of October. Okay. We'll do it phase wise.
Okay. Sure, sir. Thank you for
your
time from the schedule.
I wish you all the best, and then I wish
you.
I wish the South Post very best.
Thank you.